welcome to my channel. My name is Cassie, and I'm actually doing this really early. It's April 17th. Um, but I just want to go ahead and just like do it now. But this is going to be my May TBR, and I do believe there's a readathon in May. Escape the Readathon that I believe is being it's going to be hosted by Lexi with books, and I'll see if I can't link her video for her announcement of it in my description. Um but yeah, essentially I'm going to be trying to find books for this readathon, and I think I think um I think we already know the prompts for the rooms on this cruise ship. So you have to read a certain prompt to unlock certain rooms, I think is how this is gonna go, maybe. I don't know. She'll explain it a lot better in her video. So I will definitely try to leave that linked down below. If not at like the end of this video and like that little credit subtitle thing that I don't know what it is because why would I? Why would I? But anyway, um, so it looks like we have a dining room, a bar, a theater, a pool, an arcade, a gym and spa, and then there's a concierge desk and a library. But for the concierge desk and the library, things are a little bit different for that. But for dining room, book matches your current outfit. Bar, a genre blend. Theater, a popcorn read. Pool, double letter in the title. Arcade, underrated book. And the gym and spa is a book you've been putting off. And it can be for any reason. So we are going to go ahead and start playing the game. Let's see what we get. It's going to be interesting because, I'm running out of pairs. Alright, let the chaos begin. So, let's see what we're gonna get here. 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 3 and a 4, an 8 or a 9. I mean, both of those are kind of possibilities if I want to attempt to try to get a run. I want to say I might have, well, I don't know what I would have better luck with, trying to save the 8 and the 9 or trying to save the 3 and the 4. Decisions. We'll go for the 8 and the 9, I think. Let's see what happens, right? We enjoy chaos. So put those 3 to the side. We have our 8 and our 9. Alright, let's see what we get. Oh, a 10. A 4 and a 5. Well, I do have a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is a popcorn read. I have a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a KU read. Let's see what else do I have. That includes, I think that's it. So, tricky. Do I want the 10 or Well, yeah, we'll go for the 10. We'll go for the 10. We'll put those aside. Alright, let's see. Last. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't get nothing. Alright, so first hand is a bust. Love that for us. Alright, so first attempt out of 10. Love that. I want to say that generally I don't do this bad. But. Alright, 3 ace. King. Another ace. And a joker. I like that. So what do I get with the... I don't think I get anything with 2 aces. I think I've already used my 2 aces. I've used my 2 aces. The only thing I have for aces is a 4 of a kind, which is a rom-com, which is not ideal, but I don't know. I have a, let's see, do I have any straights that have like an ace, 2, 3 going on maybe? No, that's a straight flush. That's not helpful. I do not. Well, go for past Cassie on making the board. Love that for me. So I guess we don't really have any choice but to hope that I get another ace in this situation. So put those to the side. Oh, okay. Nice. So technically that's 4 aces. So 4 aces is a rom-com. Alright. So we got 3 aces and a wild. So that is 4 aces, 4 of a kind. So that is a rom-com. So we will take that off. And now we need to decide what rom-com I'm supposedly going to read. And all my rom-coms are right over there. So, do I want to read Dating and Dragons? I think that's what that's called, Dating and Dragons. Or do I want to read Not in Love? Or the other possibility looks like Under Lock and Key. I don't think I see any other rom-coms over there. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do Under Lock and Key. Surprisingly enough. Let me go get it. Alright. Under Lock and Key by Alana Ferguson. I don't really know too much about this. I just know that, it's something to do with Scotland. And I just kind of imagine, Jamie Fraser when I think of Scotland now. So it's kind of the only reason I really got this book was for the vibes that I was kind of getting about it. But I'm thinking that it's got something to do. Well, I don't know what it's got to do, but yeah. Anyway, I'm like dragging this out. I don't know. Kayana, or Key McKay, is used to secrets. She was raised by a single father who never divulged his past, and it's only after his death that she finds herself thrust into the world he always refused to speak of. But just a childhood bedtime story about a monster that saved her father's life, and the names of her estranged grandparents to go off of, He has no idea what she'll find in Scotland. But repeating her father's mistakes and being rescued by a gorgeous, angry Scotsman who thinks she's an idiot is absolutely the last thing she expects. Lachlan Greer has his own secrets to keep, especially from the bonny lass he pulls to safety from the slippery shore, a lass with captivating eyes and a last name he's been taught not to trust. He's looking for answers as well, and Key's presence on the grounds they both now occupy presents a real problem. It's even more troublesome when he gets a front row seat to the lukewarm welcome Key receives from her family, the strange powers she begins to display, and the fierce determination she brings to every obstacle in her path, things he shouldn't care about, and someone he definitely doesn't find wildly attractive. When their secrets collide, it becomes clear that Lachlan could hold the answers Kenya is after, and that she might also be the key to uncovering his. Up against time, mystery, and a centuries-old curse, she'll quickly discover that magic might not only be in fairy tales, and that love can be a real lock mess. So, this is the first book. Yay! Alright, so now we are looking for our second book. And I've already used 2 hands on our first one, so now I have 8 left. So let's see what we get. A whole lot of nothing. Let's be wild and crazy. Let's be wild and crazy. We're gonna keep the 7 and the 8 because why not? Right? So next 3. Okay, wild and crazy didn't get me much. Got me a pair of 7s as a possibility. Is that even a thing? A pair of 7s? Let's see. Pair of 7s. I've got 4 of a kind in 7s, which not helpful. I doubt I'm gonna get 4. I've got 2 4s and 2 7s. I'm 1 card away from that. That's a new author. Pair of 6s and a pair of 7s is a friend pick. And let's see. I think that's it. So I guess we will keep the 7 and the 4. Is that what I wanted to do? The 7 and the 4? Yeah, that's a new author if that's a possibility. Yeah. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah, we'll go for it. So 2 cards. Alright, so I do not think there is not just a pair of 7s on the board. So unfortunately this is a bust. And we are trying again. Attempt number 4. Things are getting a little bit more complicated with my board. Alright, okay. Again, I got 2 7s, so I kind of feel like I need to just roll with the 7s. Rolling with the 7s. Alright. 7s and 5s. You know, if I get 3 5s and 2 7s, that's a 5-star prediction. I don't know what the odds are of me actually getting that 5. Let's see. What other options do I have when it comes to 7s or 5s? Kind of it, really. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to see if I can get a 5. I doubt it. Yep, another bust. Alright, well, Phooey. Phooey Phooey. Alright, so here we go. Number 5. Attempt number 5, book 2 out of 10 shots to get 3 books. Do that, do that, do that. Alright. 4 ace, 4 8 ace. Well, I'm pretty sure I got nothing for aces anymore, so those 2 aces are useless to me. So they are definitely just automatically out. Alright, so that leaves me with a pair of 4s and an 8. What do I have for a pair of 4s and possibly an 8 to go with it, if possible? I don't see anything with a 4 and an 8. Nada. Okay, so that means the 8 is out. So we're just gonna have to go with the 2 4s, and we're gonna see what we get. Nothing! I love that for us. I love that for me. Alright. So I guess we are scrapping all 3 of those because I do not... Well, no. If I can get another 7, that's a new author. So, okay, we'll keep the 7. We'll scrap these 2. And... fantastic. Bust. Well, no. Actually, no. It is not a bust. I do have a 1 pair of 4s. So technically it's not a bust. It is a pole pick. Which... ew. Alright. I had a pair of 4s. And unfortunately that does exist. And not only does it exist, it's a pole pick. So we're gonna just put that right there. And I guess I'm gonna have to put up a poll. And I will let you know at the end of this video what I get out of that poll. And we're just gonna go ahead and move on to my 3rd book. Alright. So I have 6 attempts to get our 3rd book here. You know, I don't think I've thought about what would actually happen if I actually had, went through all 10 of my shots and I didn't get all 3 of my books. I honestly do not know what I would do in that case. I haven't thought about it. But anyway, not the point. We have a pair of jacks and a joker. So, what do we get with that nonsense? Well, the only thing on this board that has anything to do with a pair of jacks is a full house. And it is a recommendation. And I would need 3 10s. So, I guess we're going to try and see if I can't get 2 10s. If I keep the jacks and the joker, alright, well that did not work out in any shape, way, or form. Do I have any queens on this board? Like as a pairing or something? I have a 3 of a kind for queens. But that's it. Do I have anything for 2s? Yeah, 2 2s is a spinner wheel, so technically that 2 and the joker would work. 3 2s is a genre spinner. And then there's also 2 2s and 3 3s, which is a pet pick. Oh, I also have a 4 of a kind for 2s, which is a debut. I have a lot of things for 2s. Okay. Nice. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try for some 2s, or what was the other number I said? 3? Yeah, 3. So that's not it. Yeah, okay, but that's not helpful. Actually, that might be a little bit helpful because 2, 3, 4, 5, and a joker. Do I have anything as 2, 3, 4? Does get a 2 in it? Maybe? Am I not gonna catch a break with this? I don't think I'm catching a break, guys. I got a... No, that's a straight flush. Oh, never mind. Never mind. This might be another bus, unfortunately, even though I actually kind of got a straight. Gummy. Okay, yep. Nope, it's a bust, unfortunately. So... Oh, wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. Because... I had a pair of 2s. That's a spinner wheel. So I guess we're doing a spinner wheel. Alrighty, so we got a pair of 2s. And that was spinner wheel. So he's gonna go right there. So I made up a wheel and I put a bunch of books on it. I think there's 8 books altogether. So we're gonna spin it. We're gonna see what happens. There we go. Alright, the King of Frost and Shadow. Alright. I don't think I own that one physically. I think that is a KU book. Let me open my Kindle app. The King of... I said of Frost and Shadows, right? Was it? Oh yeah, it was. The King of Frost. Oh, okay, I do own that one. Where do I own it? It's like I own it, but where do I own it? I don't know. Up here. Okay. So, The King of Frost and Shadows by Jen L. Gray, which is part of the Faded to Darkness trilogy. This is book 1. A vengeful king, a lost princess, and the revenge he's desperate for. For the last 12 years, Tavish, the king of the Unseelie Fae, focused on finding the key for taking back his rightful lands from the Seelie Fae after they killed his parents. There was one problem that stood in his way: locating the Seelie princess hidden on Earth. After years of haunting her dreams, he finally locates her and drags her back to their realm. She's forgotten her Fae life and wants to escape. He doesn't care. He merely needs her blood in order to free his people. But she's more than he remembers, and a spark ignites between them every time they touch. None of that matters, though. His goal is set: to drain her blood once her magic activates once again. He must take back what is rightfully his, no matter the cost. But if he does, the price might be what's left of his heart. So this is book 2. Let me go see about the poll pick real quick. So it is actually the next day, the next night. I put up a poll on my Instagram stories, and like out of 15, 16 people that viewed it, only 3 actually voted. And so I was kind of waiting to see if any more people would actually vote, but over the hours, it was only just the 3. So the 3 voted all on the same book. And so it is Psycho Fae by Jasmine Mass, which is book 2 in the Cruel Shifterverse. I read book 1 Like, um, when did I read book one? Let me go back. Book one, book one. I'm pretty sure it was like March 31st, like the very last day of March is when I read the first book. Yep, March 31st. And the first book is Psycho Shifters. And essentially, in the first book, you're met with the main female character, and you're like, they're in this realm because there's multiple realms, and they have to protect theirs from the Fae, and there are portals that they are like situated at, like army military bases, like directly at the portal, so that they can protect the portal from anything getting coming in from the portal and harming people of the realm. And they have like an alpha, beta, omega type system, and I want to, and they also have like non. I forgot what they call it, but they have people that are not alpha, beta, or omega. And being an alpha, I think, is really rare, and they can like live a really long time, and they can transform into different uh, beasts and are really strong. And betas, they can't live as long as an alpha, but they're still like pretty long lived, and they're also pretty strong. Uh, I don't really remember what omegas are, but main female character apparently finds out that she's an alpha, and so she gets shipped to one of these sites, and it kind of goes from there, and like kind of learning about the world and learning more about her, and then the whole like alpha, beta, omega type situation and powers and stuff like that. And at the yeah, it just goes from there. So I am interested in reading book two, uh, but of course I didn't immediately pick it up because that's for some reason I don't immediately pick up sequels sometimes. I think I gave it like a 3.5 star. Um, and then I think I went kind of into a bit of a reading slump again because of the whole how many books I actually did read in March, in the beginning of March, and then I had a little bit of reading slump. And then I read the Psycho Shifters, and then I think I went back into a little bit of a slump. I think I've only read one book in April, too, at the moment. It's the 18th now. But anyway, none of that's really important. Uh, hopefully, I don't think I gave any spoilers away on that. But yeah, Psycho Fae is going to be the third book for my poll pick, and so the Psycho Fae, the King of Frost and Shadows, and then Under Lock and Key are my three books to read in April. Um, and I'm not sure how they fit the prompts at the moment. Because I wasn't really paying attention. Go me. That's very me. Um, but let's see. The Psycho Fae would probably be a good popcorn read, just a fun, quick read. So that one I think is a popcorn read, which is theater. I want to say that the Under Lock and Key, it is a rom com, but it does seem like it's gonna have some fantasy elements to it. So I actually think that that's a genre blend, and so that would work for Bar. And then the King of Frost and Shadows. Let's see. Um. I mean, it probably has it definitely has some double letters in it. Just uh the title has two of one letter like in the title. So I mean, there's two O's. There's frost and there's shadows. There's an I in king and an I in in. Like there's some double letters in that title. So technically, that could be used for the pool room. And I think it's kind of an underrated book as well. So it also could possibly work for arcade. So they definitely fit some of the they definitely fit like some of the prompts. Um, so hopefully, you know, I'll be good about this readathon like I was about the last readathon in Realmathon, where I read 13 books, and hopefully I will read these three books on top of something else. Um, but there is one other book that I need to read like by April 29th. Um, so I might be putting up another video either a few days before that or a few days after that. I have a Neck Galley arc of a book. Um, and so look out for that video and be surprised at whatever that arc is because I'm not telling you right now. You will find out when I post that video. And that could be like a couple of days before the beginning of May, or it could be a couple days after, depending on how things work out. But that is my May official TBR using my 5 card poker TBR game. If you like this video, like it, and if you want to see more by me, subscribe. But until next time.